Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. So I'm gonna be cooking in the crock pot and I've got a recipe called Chicken Delight. It's delicious, it's easy, and we're gonna get started on it right now. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a cup of rice in a large mixing bowl. We'll add that into that. Then we're gonna take a cup and 3/4 of chicken broth. We'll add that to that. I'm gonna use one package of Lipton onion soup mix. Pour that into that. I've got 2 cans of cream of celery soup. We're going to add to that. That smells good already just with the Lipton onion soup mix. This takes no time at all, guys. It's very simple. The crock pot's going to do all the work for you. I like using the crock pot. You can put something on in the morning before you go to work. Come home and supper's ready. All right, we'll get that soup in there. Set that off to the side. I've got one bell pepper chopped, so we're going to put that in there. You can use red, green, it doesn't really matter. All right, I've got 3/4 of a cup of a white cooking wine. All right, get that put in there. And we want to blend this up good. We want to make sure that soup gets mixed in well with all the liquids. We're going to go ahead and season that with a little bit of salt and pepper. Can't leave that out. We'll just get that stirred in there. I'll tell you what, that smells pretty good. I could probably eat that right there. Now, if you've never tried this recipe, it's it's really good. This rice will actually kind of cook inside of the crock pot along with everything else. So when you get done, it'll kind of be like a rice meal with chicken. You just have to try it. Tell me what you think about it. It's pretty good and it's easy. So I like easy. All right, and that's pretty much all we've got to do there. We've just got everything blended in well. If you can see that, that soup's blended in good. So we're going to take our crock pot, and I've taken some large chicken breasts and I've actually cut them in half because they were so thick. So I've got them cut in thin pieces about like so. And I'm just going to lay them down in the bottom of that crock pot. I'm going to do 2 layers of them. And on top of that first layer, I'm going to go ahead and salt and pepper it. Not a whole lot, just a little bit, because we've already put salt and pepper in our mixture that we mixed up in the bowl. We'll just lightly salt and pepper that. And then we'll come in with our second layer of chicken. This will feed about 6 to 8 people, guys, so it's a pretty hefty little meal. There we go. All right, got our chicken in there. Now we're just going to take our liquid. We're going to go right over the top of that. Get everything scraped out. About like that. All right, so now we're just going to let the crock pot do all the work. We're going to put it on low for about 4 to 6 hours. You can put it on high if you're in a hurry. You'll just have to cook it until the chicken's done. But when this gets done, we're going to actually take the top off and we're going to add some cheese to the top of that and then let it cook for about another 15 to 30 minutes or so. When we get to that part, I'll show you what's going on. So we're going to go ahead and get the lid on that and let that cook for about 4 to 6 hours, and then we'll be back. So our chicken and rice has been cooking for about 3.5 hours, something like that. And I checked it and it's getting pretty close to being done. So what I want to do now is I want to add some freshly grated Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to add probably close to 2 cups. I'm just going to lay that on top of that. I'm not stirring it in. Just going to kind of even it out there on the top. There we go. Now I just want to put that lid back on, and we're going to give that about 30 more minutes. Let that get melted in good, and then it'll be ready to eat. All right, so we've given it about 30 minutes on that cheese. So let's take the lid off and see what it looks like. I'd say that looks pretty darn good. Mm, that is delicious, guys. Wow. I mean, that's got a lot of flavor. Tender. That chicken just falls apart. Wonderful taste. Wonderful taste. I hope you guys try this out. Let me know how you like it. Super simple. Throw it in the crock pot, and just in a few hours, you're ready for a meal. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.